Hi guys and welcome back. For today, I actually know kind of what I want to do. I want to do some kind of yellow smoky eye and possibly a winged liner. Possibly, maybe. If you didn't know, I do some catering on the side just for kind of close friends and family. And I had the biggest catering party job that I've ever had. It was supposed to be for between 40 and 50 people. So I was in the kitchen on Saturday and Sunday. I think a total of like 6 hours between it's like 4 or 5 hours Saturday, like on my feet in the evening. And then a majority of the day yesterday too. So I'm just exhausted. I love to cook, so it's always rewarding in the end when people compliment the food or love the food. So it's totally worth it in the end, but it's exhausting. If you've never cooked for huge groups of people, it's so time consuming, and I think people don't realize how much time and effort goes into cooking for large crowds. It's a lot of work, but very rewarding. So my point is, I just want to kind of sit back and chill today and do a voiceover during the makeup portion just because I want to watch some TV and just kind of zone out. So if you would like to see what I come up with, then keep on watching. Hey guys, so for today's video, I'm pretty pumped because I've been wanting to do this look for several videos now, and finally I did it. So here we go. First, I'm going to start with priming my eyes with some concealer and then move on to eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette I chose to use today is from Juvia's Place, and it is the Zulu palette. If you haven't gotten your hands on the Zulu palette or any Juvia's Place palettes, you are really missing out. I'm taking the yellow shade and just starting to pack it right in my crease. And what I really like about this look is I only used the yellow shade. So this look, I feel like anybody can accomplish. It's not hard. It just is a matter of packing the shade on and blending. And as you can see, I'm taking a bigger, fluffier brush here and just blending out the edges. And that's all you really have to do for this look. I kept it simple, easy, and I just think it looks so pretty. Yellow is such a beautiful color, especially for spring and summer. So I really wanted to highlight just the yellow shade, and as long as you can pack on the pigment and make sure it's blended out on the edges, it'll look gorgeous. And I'm actually thinking that I want to do a wing, even though I'm terrible at a wing liner, but I was going to attempt to do it while filming, and then I'm like, you know what, screw it. Nope, we have to go off camera here. So that's what I did. And when I was off camera, I went ahead and popped on lashes and my brows. But I wasn't too happy with my wing, but I knew if I kept messing with it, I was going to ruin the eyeshadow. So I just said, screw it. And it's not the best perfect wing in the whole wide world, but we will move on. For primer, I'm using the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. I love this primer. It minimizes my pores and keeps me matte, which in the spring and summer with it heating up, that's what matters. And then I'm going to jump back into one of my favorite foundations. This is the new L'Oreal Infallible foundation. If you have not tried this foundation, oh my good Lord Jesus. Oh, you are missing out. I do add another layer just to build it up because it was not covering my chinny chin. So we needed them little guys covered. So I went ahead and put a little more on than I showed. But you'll see in a second, the coverage looked amazing. And then I jumped right into concealer with the Maybelline Age Rewind and a little bit of E.L.F. I love the Age Rewind because it keeps like the under eye and everything very hydrated, whereas the E.L.F. gets pretty matte and can look cakey under my eyes. But the combo of the two is just absolutely beautiful, and it lasts all day. If you want a concealer combo that lasts, honey, this is it. Use these two and you'll be good to go, I promise. To set my concealer, I dip my brush into the Mercier translucent powder. This just gives an amazing blurring effect and makes me look like my pores are non-existent. I just love setting my concealer with this powder. For my bronzer, not blush, for my bronzer and contour kind of combo here. I am using the Wet n Wild. I believe it's in the shade Palm Beach Ready. I will put it down below for you. It's either Palm Beach Ready or Sunset Striptease, so I will put it down below just like in all of my videos. I'm using a blush that I think I may have only used once. It's by Note and it's in the shade Desert Rose, and as you can see, like I said, I've only used it once. Totally did not know how pigmented this is, so if you want a pigmented ass blush, here you go. A little bit goes a long way, but once it's blended out, it looks absolutely stunning. For my highlight, I am going to use, when I can get it open, there you go, the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlight, dipped in a little bit of the Amrezy and Anastasia highlight. It's a beautiful combo, gives you this kind of golden, peachy vibe. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous together. You guys should try it. If you have the Amrezy and the Wet n Wild, dip in both of them. You're not going to be disappointed in your glow. Now I'm going to take a shower in the Ofra Makeup Fixer Setting Spray. I'm jumping back into the eyes and dipping back into that yellow and just packing it on my lower lash line and then making sure it's really blended out, just like we did on our upper lids. For mascara, I'm using the Benefit Roller Lash. And then I'm going to jump back into the Amrezy highlight and just highlight my inner corners and of course my brow bone. Moving on to lips, I'm going to start lining them with the Milani Lip Pencil in Natural. And then over top that, I'm going to take a Milani lipstick in the shade Blushing Beige. And then because you know I'm a gloss kind of gal, I also top that with the Milani Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Tease. And that is it for this look. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next one. Thanks for watching.